Once again, very good morning to my dear students. Today I am explaining the topic human male reproductive system. And since we know that human male reproductive system is located at the pelvis region of your body, and human male reproductive system is consist of four major structures or four major components. It includes a pair of testes. Along with it, it has accessory ducts. Third, it has accessory glands. And fourth, it has external genitalia. Okay. Now, one by one, we will. I am trying to explain all of the four things. Since you know that yesterday I discussed about testes, so very quickly I am going to revise it. Since we know that there is a pair of testes is present in our body, which is located in our abdominal cavity, and the testes are located outside our body in a pouch-like structure, and this pouch is called scrotum. You can observe here. This is scrotum. This is a pouch which is located outside the body. The reason behind of it that because the temperature, the testis requires 2 to 2.5 degree Celsius less temperature than the body temperature for the process of spermatogenesis. Means for the production of sperm, the temperature is required little bit lesser than the normal body temperature. Okay. Now the next thing I am going to discuss about the structure of the testis. Testis is basically oval in shape, and its length is 4 to 5 centimeter. Its width is 2 to 3 centimeter. Okay. And if we will cut a cross section of testis, we will find approximately 250 compartment like structures which are called as testicular lobules. Now if you observe each lobule, you will find out that in each lobule it has three highly coiled seminiferous tubules, okay, in which the sperms are produced, and each seminiferous tubule is lined on inside its surface by two types of cells. यानी कि हर एक कंपार्टमेंट के अंदर 2 to 3 आपकी हाईली कॉइल्ड ट्यूब्यूल्स होंगी जिन्हें बोलेंगे हम सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूब्यूल्स, एंड ईच ट्यूब्यूल इज basically internally lined by two types of cells, and these cells, the first one cells are called as male germ cells. These are also called spermatogonia, and the second type of cells are called as Sertoli cells. What is the function of male germ cell? Because these are spermatogonia, so these are responsible for the production of sperm, while Sertoli cells provide nourishment to, and because these have rich in nutrients, and these provide nourishment to the male germ cells. Clear? Now except it, the outer space of the testicular lobule besides the seminiferous tubules is called interstitial space, and it has some special cells which are called as Leydig cells. Leydig cells are responsible for the formation of an hormone, androgen. Yesterday I discussed a lot about it, so I am not going in detail. So the second important component of human male reproductive system is called these are called accessory ducts, and there are four accessory ducts in the human male reproductive system. The first are called as rete testis. Second ones are called as vasa efferentia. Third ones are called as Epididymis, and the fourth ones are called as vas deferens. Okay. So what are these? I am trying to explain them. You can easily observe the figure. This is the structure of testis. inside the testis you are observing there is a huge network of tube-like structures inside the ovary. This is the one where where the tip of my pen is there. These are called rete testis. Okay, and rete testis are opening into these fine tubules you are observing. These are called vasa efferentia. Vasa efferentia are opening in at the posterior end of the testis. They are opening into a black thick type of tubule. This thick tubule is called epididymis, and epididymis is finally opening into a fine long tubule which is overlapping the abdomen as well as the urinary bladder. It is called as vas deferens. So there are four: rete testis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, and vas deferens. Is it clear? So I am telling about them. The seminiferous tubules open into the testis, okay, and they are opening into the basically the seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vas efferentia. वासा एफरेंशिया में ये जो ओपन होती हैं, ओपन होने के लिए एक मीडियम की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, एंड द मीडियम इज बेसिकली रेटे टेस्टिस, एंड वासा एफरेंशिया लीव द टेस्टिस. यू आर ऑब्जर्विंग हियर वासा एफरेंशिया आर leaving the testis. I am just trying to draw it. Suppose it's a testis. Okay, seminal. Okay, here you are observing here seminiferous tubules are opening. I am drawing fine tube-like structures, a network of tube-like structures. These are in patches basically. Okay, these are patches are called as rete testis, and finally they are leaving the testis. They are finally leaving the testis with the help of the fine tube-like structures, and these tubes are called as vasa efferentia, and vasa efferentia are posteriorly opening into a thick tube. This is called epididymis, and the epididymis finally opens into vas deferens, and vas deferens is an ascending tube-like structure, okay, which overlaps the whole lower abdomen and loops over the urinary bladder. This is the urinary bladder you are observing. This is overlapping the urinary bladder, and finally it opens into urethra. And since we know that urethra is a duct which also collects urine from the urinary bladder, so here you are observing this vas deferens is also collecting some material from these two glands, or these two glands. Okay, these two glands are seminal vesicle, these two glands are prostate gland, and the last one, these two glands are called as bulbourethral gland. Finally it opens into urethra, and the urethra finally opens passes through the penis, and here the tip point of this urethra, it is called as urethral meatus. So we can say that urethral meatus is the opening of urethra. Is it clear? So this is all about the accessory ducts. Now the third one is accessory glands, and there are three glands. The first one is seminal vesicle, second one is called as prostate gland, and the third one is called as bulbourethral gland. Okay, the secretion of these three glands is collectively called as seminal plasma, and this seminal plasma is very rich in fructose. इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा अमाउंट में फ्रक्टोज है, as well as it contains enzymes, ठीक है, and calcium. So we can say that it provides nourishment to the maturing sperm. Along with it, bulbourethral gland releases some lubricants also. This bulbourethral gland releases some lubricants also, which provide lubrication to penis during the time of copulation or insemination or sex. Okay, the last and the final one is the external genitalia. Basically external genitalia is penis, okay, and penis has some special tissues or some muscles which are very helpful, which help in the erection of penis during the time of intercourse or copulation or sex. Is it clear? So here you are observing the structure of the penis. This is the structure of penis, and if you are observing, you will find out that the penis becomes little bit broader at its tip portion. Okay, and the broader region is called as glans penis, and it has also some folds of skin in that particular region. This is called as foreskin. You are observing here, it is mentioned here foreskin, and this broader one region is called as glans penis. So these are the four major components of human reproductive system, male reproductive system: testis, accessory ducts, accessory glands, and external genitalia. I think this is enough for today. Tomorrow we will discuss about the female reproductive tract. Thank you.